In the previous spoiler, it was mentioned that during his comprehension of the sacred steel, Luo Feng's golden horned beast and Mashiclan clone both broke through to the world master level. Shortly after, both his human body and golden horned beast received recognition from the original law of gold. In just 1 month, thanks to his comprehension of the original law, Luo Feng's combat power reached the 9th level of the Heavenly Bridge. Following this, Luo Feng spent several months studying the secret manual he obtained from the senior elder. In fact, in order to strengthen the bond between the Golden Horned clan and Luo Feng, the senior elder allowed him to freely choose one from nearly 10 billion secret manuals at no cost. However, Luo Feng did not choose the most expensive manual. The reason was that although the most costly one contained combat techniques at the universe venerable level, it was still too distant for him at his current stage. After all, the strongest among his 3 clones was only at the world master level. No matter how advanced a battle technique was, if it was unsuitable for his current strength, it would be difficult to truly utilize its value. The secret manual Luo Feng ultimately chose was completely different, as it was one left behind by Shilua Duo. What made this manual unique was that it guided cultivators to train from different perspectives, such as combining secret techniques with the comprehension of the original law to achieve breakthroughs. To help you better understand the training principles of Shilua Duo's manual, let's use the Yenshin armament as a reference. The reason why the Yenshin armament is recognized as one of the most powerful spiritual weapons below the immortal level lies in the engravings of the original law on its surface. As long as the user's comprehension of the original laws of gold and space reaches a certain level, activating these engravings in battle can significantly enhance their attack power, exponentially increasing their combat effectiveness. For example, the power of the original law may allow a warrior to unleash 20 times their basic strength, but with the Yenshin armament, this value could be boosted to 30 or even 40 times. Shilua Duo's manual, however, teaches cultivators how to enable an ordinary spiritual weapon to unleash 40 times its power without relying on the engravings of the original law. This demands an extremely high level of telekinetic amplification. According to Shilua Duo's guidance, if a world master level cultivator's spiritual energy amplification cannot reach 300 times, they must abandon his training method. After all, spiritual energy amplification not only determines the strength of a spiritual master but also directly affects their future growth potential. It is worth mentioning that Shilua Duo himself was a universe overlord, on the same level as Tianshi Palace Master. He alone could guard an entire clan, demonstrating his immense strength. As a result, every member of the Golden Horned clan and all cultivators who studied Shilua Duo's manual aspired to become the next Shilua Duo. Unfortunately, the threshold of 300 times spiritual energy amplification was too demanding, causing most cultivators to be discouraged. This is precisely why, at the very top of the combat power hierarchy, spiritual masters have always been a rare minority. Now, you should understand why Luo Feng, with a spiritual energy amplification exceeding 3,000 times, was able to leap from the 7th level of the Heavenly Bridge to exert combat power on par with the 9th level. His spiritual energy amplification had already surpassed Shilua Duo's minimum requirement by more than tenfold. This was akin to 10 powerful warriors working together to construct a complete world of swords where its destructive force would be unimaginable. Under such circumstances, how could warriors of the same level possibly be Luo Feng's match? While studying Shilua Duo's manual, Luo Feng also reviewed his previous insights into the laws of gold and space that he had gained from the sacred steel tower. This had already become a good habit in his training. Every time he had a breakthrough or acquired new knowledge, he would thoroughly reorganize and refine it to fully grasp the essence of the law. This not only made his foundation increasingly solid but also gave him the ability to defeat stronger opponents despite being at a lower level. For example, as a peak world master, he was capable of slaying a king immortal, and when he reached the king immortal level, he even had the ability to challenge universe venerables. After completing his review, just as Luo Feng was preparing to visit the Elder Divine Palace to bid farewell and express his gratitude, Bei Chuan's older brother, Bei Qiu, challenged him, refusing to accept his brother's defeat. It is worth mentioning that Bei Qiu's strength had already reached the 10th level of the Heavenly Bridge, which was on par with the average level of domain masters in the primordial void space. According to the original novel's plot, Luo Feng would refuse Bei Qiu's challenge. The reason was simple: he did not want to reveal too soon that he had already gained the ability to defeat Bei Qiu. It must be understood that the combat power Luo Feng had previously displayed had already caused the Zerg race to elevate his assassination priority from 9th place to 3rd place. This clearly showed that, in the eyes of the Zerg race, Luo Feng posed a greater threat than many other world master-level geniuses in the primordial void space. If the Zerg race discovered that Luo Feng had leaped from the 7th level to the 10th level of the Heavenly Bridge in just 1 month, they might be willing to sacrifice several immortal-level spies to eliminate him at all costs. Clearly, standing out too much is not always a good thing. However, based on the preview of episode 161, it seems that Luo Feng's battle with Bei Qiu will indeed take place. This may be because the production team is concerned that if Luo Feng remains in a continuous state of training, the pacing might feel too slow for the audience. To enhance the viewing experience, they have likely added this battle for entertainment purposes. However, it is worth mentioning that, based on the preview footage, their battle does not take place in the martial arena but near the Beast God statue. As a sacred relic with the potential to lead the Golden Horned clan to the Shilua Duo realm, the Beast God statue must not be damaged. Therefore, this battle will most likely be forcibly stopped before a winner is determined, aligning with the novel's storyline in which Luo Feng does not reveal his true strength. So, do you prefer the production team to present the full battle and determine a winner? Or would you rather see Luo Feng continue to hide his strength? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. Of course, if the goal is to enhance the tension and excitement of the plot, it wouldn't be unreasonable for Luo Feng to reveal his strength. Do you remember what I previously shared? Luo Feng once received a mission from the Virtual Universe Company to eliminate more than 100 million human traitors lurking within the Qianwu Universe country. However, this plot was never presented in the anime. If Luo Feng showcases his astonishing growth speed in this battle, the Zerg race will not sit idly by. They might even be willing to sacrifice an immortal-level traitor just to eliminate Luo Feng in his growth stage. If a Zerg spy's identity is exposed, the intelligence division under the Virtual Universe Company would have no trouble tracking down that immortal-level spy's subordinates. In this way, the battle could seamlessly replace the omitted storyline and potentially drive the plot in a new direction. So, how do you hope the story unfolds? Join the discussion in the comments. Have you ever wondered why, when the Golden Horned clan expressed their strong dissatisfaction with humans, with countless voices cursing them, Elder Kabo suddenly spoke out in defense of humans and actively sought to maintain the relationship between the Golden Horned clan and humanity? This seemingly unusual behavior actually hides a deeper meaning. This is because Elder Kabo was an immortal-level spy secretly planted by the Zerg race within the Golden Horned clan. The reason he deliberately shielded humanity was to gain Luo Feng's favor, allowing him to get closer and find the perfect opportunity to carry out an assassination. In fact, the reason Luo Feng ended up at the Beast God statue's location was due to Elder Kabu's deliberate guidance. He intentionally recommended this sacred land to Luo Feng to create an ambush opportunity. For Luo Feng, ordinary landmarks hold little interest, but if a training opportunity arises, especially one related to the Beast God, he finds it hard to resist. After all, Luo Feng possesses a small Beast God statue himself and deeply understands the immense benefits it brings. Therefore, when he saw the different forms of Beast God statues, he naturally followed Elder Kabu's suggestion and traveled to the location of the Beast God statue. However, compared to their infiltration of humanity, the Zerg race's infiltration within the Golden Horned clan is relatively minimal. The reason lies in the fact that the Golden Horned clan has long lived in a cosmic secret realm with very little contact with the outside world. Even many high-ranking members of humanity are unaware that the Golden Horned clan is a subordinate race of the human race, let alone outsiders. This unique environment makes it difficult for the Zerg to plant many spies. However, for this very reason, every Zerg spy hidden within the clan is of extremely high value, just like Elder Kabo. That said, there are still a few members of the Golden Horned clan who participate in interstellar wars on behalf of the human race. Previously, I analyzed that one of the main reasons why spies exist within various races is due to their involvement in these external battlefield wars. Some dismissed my claim as nonsense, saying it makes no logical sense. However, the truth is quite the opposite. The presence of spies in the Golden Horned clan is precisely due to these wars. It's important to understand that every Zerg queen is a master of soul control. They possess extraordinary mental manipulation abilities, allowing them to command over 10,000 Zerg warriors with absolute precision, executing perfectly synchronized attacks. The terrifying destructive power generated by such coordination can instantly kill an ordinary universe venerable. With such a refined and large-scale control ability, the Zerg queens can easily enslave entire fleets of thousands or even tens of thousands through soul enslavement. However, since members of the Golden Horned clan rarely participate in wars, the Zerg find it difficult to infiltrate them on a large scale. Because of this, every immortal-level spy within the Golden Horned clan is incredibly precious to the Zerg. Unless absolutely necessary, the Zerg would never sacrifice these valuable assets lightly. However, Luo Feng's astonishing growth speed has already severely threatened the Zerg's long-term plans. If he continues to grow, he will inevitably reshape the power structure of the universe. In fact, when Luo Feng finally rose to prominence, the balance of the universe had already tilted toward humanity. In the end, the human race triumphed, becoming the #1 race in the entire universe. Back to the plot. Elder Kabo never expected that upon arriving at the place of Beast God statue, Luo Feng would become completely immersed in studying it. He neither wandered around nor relaxed, instead, he seemed to enter an obsessive state. The only thing he did was focus on analyzing the Beast God statue. After repeatedly comparing the large and small statues, Luo Feng finally noticed that their difference was not in size but in the patterns on the scales covering their surfaces. The oppressive force emitted by these patterns did not originate from any single one of the 10 original laws. Instead, it was a fusion of laws that transcended individual elements, the fusion of gold and space laws. However, given Luo Feng's current level, he was unable to truly comprehend its mysteries. All he could do was continuously copy and study the structure of these patterns. When he finished copying the large statue, he was surprised to find that his drawings did not naturally radiate the same oppressive force as the statue itself. However, when he attempted to copy the small statue, even before completing the pattern, he was suddenly struck by the punishment of the universe's rules, suffering severe injuries. This was because he had inadvertently disturbed the operational rules of the universe, causing them to instinctively suppress him. This also meant that the small statue was even closer to the essence of the fusion of gold and space laws than the large statue. Realizing the problem, Luo Feng immediately adjusted his approach, starting with the large statue and gradually progressing toward the artistic essence of the small statue, minimizing the suppression effect from the rules. Unbeknownst to him, he had already stepped onto the path of the secret inscription school of cultivation, a path that would ultimately allow him to break through the limitations of the rules and unleash power far beyond his current level. Even the mighty primal chaos city leader could not fully foresee Luo Feng's future growth. Thus, Luo Feng diligently studied in front of the Beast God statue for a full 100 years. Throughout this century, he was almost entirely engrossed in the statue's mysteries, seemingly forgetting the passage of time. However, his deep focus increasingly irritated Beiqiu. Perhaps it was because Luo Feng had continuously refused his challenges, making him feel ignored, that his anger accumulated to the breaking point. Eventually, he decided to initiate a battle outside the martial arena. Given Luo Feng's current strength, Beiqiu was naturally no match for him. Once the Zerg race learned of Luo Feng's victory over Beiqiu, they would undoubtedly issue a death order, instructing Elder Kabo to assassinate Luo Feng at all costs, even at the expense of his own life. Based on the previously mentioned human traitor subplot, it was highly likely that Elder Kabo would collaborate with another Marquis Immortal to increase the chances of a successful assassination. However, whether it was Elder Kabo or the Marquis Immortal, successfully assassinating Luo Feng was nearly impossible. The reason was that Luo Feng was constantly protected by two powerful figures, Elder Sifanshi and Dylan. Elder Sifanshi, in particular, was not only a king immortal but also a master of teleportation. As long as he was willing to burn a small amount of divine power, he could instantly erase even a Marquis Immortal. Therefore, this meticulously planned assassination attempt was doomed to fail. Once Elder Kabo's identity as a traitor was exposed, the intelligence organization under the Virtual Universe Company would undoubtedly launch an immediate investigation. Given their capabilities, it would not be difficult to uncover all the spies under Elder Kabo's command. As a result, the battle scenes between Luo Feng and the World Masters can still be fully presented to the audience. It is worth mentioning that, as part of this mission to eliminate traitors, the Virtual Universe Company required Luo Feng to personally kill 4 low-tier World Masters to earn points. With Luo Feng's current strength, dealing with ordinary low-tier World Masters was effortless. It should be noted that ordinary World Masters, in terms of original law comprehension, were at most equivalent to the 6th level of the Heavenly Bridge. Even if they could unleash world projections, they would still stand no chance against Luo Feng. After all, Luo Feng's sword world, amplified by over 3,000 times his spiritual energy, was no weaker than a World Master's world projection in terms of power. Furthermore, Luo Feng was an exceptionally strong close combat warrior. With his extraordinary combat awareness, he could simultaneously manipulate his spiritual weapons while wielding the Blood Shadow Battle Blade in close combat, achieving both offense and defense with ease. More importantly, once Luo Feng integrated the Beast God's artistic conception into his blade techniques, his attack power would become even more terrifying. His blade technique, improved from the Heaven-Tearing Claw, allowed his human body to unleash the power of the artistic conception of Beast God. Even though he fought using his 9th-rank Domain Master human body, the fusion of the Beast God's artistic conception enabled him to slay a 1st-rank World Master with a single strike, which shows an astonishing display of power. Well, that's all for this video. Thanks for watching this video. Wish you a wonderful day.